Hey everybody, I'm back. How you guys doing? I hope everything is going well. Oh man, y'all see the title of this one, man. Y'all see this one like I'm kind of laughing cuz it's like, man, we have been lied to, man. We have been deceived, man, like for real. And I just wanted to talk about this one because I kind of think people kind of forgot about this. We are about what, 6 going on 7 weeks into Raw being on Netflix, and I feel like we had plenty enough time at this point to see what it's really about, and see if there was like, any kind of real changes or anything going on. But yeah, this man, Mr. H, man. This man, Mr. H, promised us raw and edgy content. This is what he promised us. He said it's going to be edgy. And a lot of people were saying that as well. It's going to be edgy. This is going to be the edgiest stuff you ever seen, man. It's going to be so cool. Come check out Raw on Netflix. It's going to be way different than you ever imagined before. And then you cut the TV on and then you watch it and then you like, man, this is the same shit that was on USA. Like, what the hell is this? This is the same stuff on USA, bro. Like, what is this really is right here? What is this? What is this? I could have sworn he said it was gonna be more edgy and just more. And honestly, it's really no different than USA. Nothing, not even more blood or anything. Nothing really crazy. Not even with the cursing. Like you don't even get like wild cussing. Like to me, AEW took it further than Raw on Netflix when it comes to the language. I mean, what's the edgiest we got so far on Raw on Netflix? Travis Scott coming out with Jay Uso smoking a blunt? Like, that's edgy? That's edgy, man. That's edgy. That's not edgy. Like, what? We have been lied to, people. This man is literally willing to do anything to get people's attention and make it seem like he's doing something better than what he really is doing. And you can see he's getting more and more and more and more desperate for it, especially as Netflix on Raw downtrends probably out of the top 10 sooner or later. You know, having Jay Uso win the Royal Rumble, seems like a pretty desperate move to me, especially knowing that in reality, Mr. H does not like Jay. I do not believe they have a good relationship backstage. I just feel like he just did it because he knew people like him and he want to use him for what he's doing. I mean, that's what it looks like to me, you know? I heard what's the name said he wasn't coming back. I could have sworn I seen I Show Speed, and I barely even know who he is. Yeah, I know who he is now, thanks to the Royal Rumble. But I could have sworn I seen I Show Speed say, "Oh, I'm not ever coming back over here." I could have sworn I seen him say that. Maybe because he probably figured out, like, yeah, man, you got used, bro. He trying to make you think that you was gonna get some views and stuff. I mean, what you kind of did a little bit. But low key, like you get more views and subs dang near than this dude. I mean, he's on the decline. I Show Speed is not. When he said, and then you got to think about it too. He did him pretty wrong too. Like, dang, man, you let Braun Breaker give you one of the most devastating spears that he really didn't do to anyone else. Then the dude that you eliminate messes you up and breaks your back on the announce table. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was pretty funny and it was memorable. Do not get me wrong. Like I do believe a lot of people was gonna remember that. But I still feel like it was kind of bogus though. Like that's just me. Like I still feel like it was kind of grimy and messed up. Like damn, you had to do this dude like that. Like he ain't even a real wrestler. He ain't get done as bad as Roman, which is crazy to say, right? Like damn, Roman got done bad. But like, yeah, I didn't even really like what he did to Roman. Like, why would you let a dude like Seth, who you don't even push to the highest limits, stomp out Roman Reigns like that? Like you could have found a better way to write him off, because it looks like they're just writing him off until WrestleMania, even though that's a terrible, weak, pathetic way to get written off. Like look, I'm gonna be honest, it would look way better if CM Punk would have did it. Like if CM Punk would have did something to him, it would have been much, much better. Like, or at least more respected. Seth Rollins, dude, you don't even care about Seth Rollins. Just like when Becky Lynch come back, he ain't gonna care about Becky Lynch. You remember what Zoe Stark was doing to her? Like, come on, he ain't gonna care about her. I'm disappointed, Mr. H. I'm shaking my head right now. I am highly disappointed because I'm like, man, we have been lied to. We have been lied to on multiple times, multiple occasions, and this was a big one. Because I mean, you really would think that it would be. It kind of makes sense because it's like you're not on cable television, even though in today's time, cable television is a lot more edgier than what it used to be. Like I see partial nudity, I see pretty heavy language that I do not remember growing up with. So it's like you could have kind of already pushed the boundaries. Like I'm gonna say it again. Look at AEW. AEW kind of pushes the boundaries a little bit. But now you're on Netflix. So now it's like kind of like your own thing here. Yeah, you got to still stay in Netflix boundaries, but Netflix has a wider range. Look at all the movies that Netflix show. A lot of them movies are R-rated, you know. So basically what I'm saying is this is your chance to get more edgier, right? This would be the perfect opportunity to do that, to I guess appeal to more of an or give people a surprise, you know. I mean, people used to like edgy content. I feel like ECW was edgy, and that had a very good following, for a point in time. But yeah, man, dude, you straight lied to us, bro. You lied to us, Mr. H. You lied to us, and you are getting very, very desperate, and I can tell it. You are getting desperate now. You putting on people you don't like. Yeah, you getting desperate. You getting desperate, man. We seen the views, we seen the ratings, we seen the viewership, man. And some people say views don't matter. It matters, okay. And the main reason why it does matter because it matters when it comes to revenue and audience. That's why it matters. It's a reason why certain networks may not want you anymore. There's definitely a reason behind that because they're like, hey, I can get more off of someone else, which is true. You see, like Fox, they could just put on a college football game or something and get way more viewership. Just throw on a college football game or a college basketball game. Shit, hell, he can throw on a new season. They could throw on a new season of Hell's Kitchen and get more. And that show is over 20 years old and it get more. I remember when SmackDown was on Fox and it was averaging around 2.5 mil. Sometimes it got close to 3 mil on good episodes, and Roman shows you how Roman was carrying it. But, Mr. H, he thinks Roman is a jobber and a joke when the dude clearly carried the company and was the best thing you had going. And to be honest, he could be the best thing you got going today if you use him right. I mean, even Solo can be more defining if you just use them right, you know? Instead of releasing all these people and saying, "Oh well, all these people got to go" and all of that, try to do something with them instead of just releasing them and just being like, "Oh bye." Like do something with them. Like Sonya Deville. I felt like he could have did something with Sonya Deville. I don't think you should have got rid of her. Like, why get rid of Sonya? She could actually bring something different. People are getting tired of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. People are getting kind of tired. Need more help with the women's division. That you should have did that. You should have made the women more edgy or something. Do something, man. Do something. That's sad we cut on Raw on Netflix and it's literally like being on USA with no real difference. The only real difference is that it's a 2.5 hour time frame, which isn't much of a difference. Which isn't much of a difference. Dang, they couldn't even give you 3 hours. You ain't even remember, oh man, the 2.5 hours is the sweet spot. Remember that? 2.5 hours is the sweet spot. In reality, that's probably another lie. In reality, he just can't get the 3 hours. For all we know, they just may not want to give it to him. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but why would you go from 3 to 2.5? That don't make no sense. And why you didn't do it when you was on USA? That's how you know he's probably lying. Because it's like if you really felt that way, then You would have did it on USA. Why you ain't do it on USA? That should kind of tell you something. I mean, I pretty much believe USA would have went with it. It's a little awkward though, I will admit. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. They'll probably figure something. I know USA got some 30-minute shows, don't they? I don't know. I might have to look that up. If I do USA got 30-minute shows? I think they do. But yeah, man, we've been lied to, man. We have been lied to. Lied. And the people want their money back. We want our Netflix money back. We want our tickets back. We want all of this shit back, man. Like, dude, like, man, it just makes me think, what will it be next? Because it was going to be Edgy. Literally getting the same product, literally. What a joke, man.